have 2 files. I can play as the girl or the boy. I personally like how the girl plays. The way the boy fights is pretty good too. Cause I'll stream both. It would just have to be obviously one at a time. You want to see the girl's point of view or the guy's point of view? You want to see the girl's point of view? Girl? Alright. Let's do this. Load data, yes indeedy. Also, feel free to share my stuff with your friends, family, whoever you want. Maybe they'll get a chuckle or a giggle. The guy next to me really looked up to the OSF when he was a kid. He took it pretty hard when he couldn't get in. Please cut him some slack if he lashes out at you. You shouldn't really tell him. Yep, tell the whole world. Are you a new OSF cadet? We are the National Defense Forces. Don't get in the way of our mission. We don't have powers like the OSF, but it's the National Defense Forces that protects Suo from everything excluding others. Okay. Take over the world.
There are a lot of people here.
Well, the holidays just ended, and this is the founding father Yakumo Sumeragi's tomb.
Wait, the collaboration event with Baki is at a gravesite?
I think the country is trying to make Yakumo Sumeragi feel more like a familiar figure to us. Though people already pray to Yakumo like a god, so maybe they're familiar enough with him already.
Yakumo, the hero who saved humanity. I think I saw him in one of my textbooks. He was wearing a mask.
His face was injured during the Spring of Extinction. He's also the chairman's ancestor. That reminds me, I heard someone from the Sumeragi family is in our class.
So? Anyway, I found where we can draw our fortune.
My fortune is a really good one. I'm starting to feel better about my life in the OSF. What about you?
Mine is horrible.
Okay, then give me your fortune.
Hey!
Here, you can have my good fortune.
Aww.
You didn't have to do that. It's just a scrap of paper.
I'm the big sister here. I just want to protect you from bad luck.
Aww.
Thank you.
No problem. You know, on days like this, you could almost forget there are vicious others out there.
Yes, but we live in a world where these others roam freely outside the city walls.
The instructors are expecting a lot from you. They're sure you'll reach a rank near Septentrion in no time at all.
I don't care about rank. I just want to protect you.
Honestly, what did I just say? I'm your big sister. I'm the one who's going to be protecting you.
Of course.
Hey, I mean it.
What is it?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking that the boy on the right was kind of cute.
Really? They both look like they were OSF members. You might get a chance to talk to him when we get in.
You think so? That would be nice. Anyway, we got the Baki keychain we came for. Want to get a bite somewhere?
Yes. Let's look for a cafe.
Obtain Baki keychain. She is pretty nice. 7 meters. Main Street. There's where we gotta go.
Others?
An other alert? But today's other forecast said that there was no threat in this part of Suo.
They're landing here in the city.
All units, double time! Don't let the second wave through! Fire!
Ooh, nice. Hey, Groot! Walking flower.
A transfer warning! They're deploying the Scarlet Guardians!
Oh, okay.
Septentrion Karin and Fubuki!
It's the Septentrions. The Major Generals Karin Travers and Fubuki Spring.
Karin Regiment, Fubuki Regiment, Clan A, roll out.
Civilians, head to the shelter.
They're Septentrions, so we should let them handle this. Let's get to the shelter.
Oh, right. Let's hurry.
Today's Friday, so next week we will definitely pick this up as our new series.
The other was defeated with one blow. Septentrion First Class, Brain Eater Major General Karin Travers is amazing!
Brain Eater? So he eats brains like those others?
No, his power copies the powers of other psionics. That's why he can use so many different powers.
What's this? The other is fighting back, but Major General Travers is unfazed. Major General Spring freezes the the other without hesitation.
These Septentrions are amazing.
This isn't the time to be watching TV. We have to evacuate.
Somebody help!
Oh no!
Look out!
It's too dangerous. We're not real OSF yet.
We can't just leave that person to die. We're the only ones here with the powers to fight others.
Very true.
If you want to save her, then let me do it.
I'm going too.
Fine. You take the right, I'll take the left.
Got it.
I forgot how to fight.
Just be careful. Don't
Oh,
push yourself
no.
too hard. Yeah, I know, but there are a lot of others. Some people won't be able to get away. Right, okay. Let's buy them some time.
It's done.
There we go.
It's not safe here. Please, hurry to the shelter. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
There's still another left. You ready?
Yes. We have to make sure no one else gets hurt.
Let's eradicate it.
I like the transition. How it goes from the cutscene to the gameplay. That's pretty cool. The item menu is displayed on the bottom left of the screen during battle. Left and right on the D-pad to switch items, down to use the item. You cannot use an item immediately after another. You will be able to use another item after a certain amount of time has passed. Close current tutorial, yes.
I wonder how many others there are. I don't know. Don't let your guard down. We'll take them out as we find them.
Yeah.
Got me.
Got it. Let me get up.
Next.
I guess over this way. Yay! This is really fun.
Kasane! It's them! The guys I saw at Sumeragi Tomb! 10 seconds from now.
Yeah, they're in trouble. Even I can tell. You take care of the guy who got knocked down just now. I can handle that other alone.
Got it.
Oh my goodness.
Now die!
That's odd. You a civilian?
Huh? It's her.
You're OSF?
Oh, no, I'm a cadet.
I see. Either way, our goal is the same.
What do you mean, goal?
Are you an idiot?
Huh?
Shh. Something's coming.
Huh? What's coming?
Here we go.
Huh? Okay.
You're OSF too. You can use brain talk.
Do you see what's happening? Let's talk after we take out the others.
Good work. That should take care of all the other readings around here.
Yes.
Kasane! I saved that boy.
Nagi! You're okay!
Yeah, Naomi saved me. Man, I must look like an idiot.
I'm just glad you're not hurt.
Thanks, sis.
Oh, you two are sisters?
Yeah, they're both OSF cadets like us. Let me introduce myself. I'm Nagi Carmen. This is Yuito Sumeragi.
I'm Naomi. Naomi Randall. This is my younger sister.
Kasane Randall.
So it was you making all that trouble.
The Scarlet Guardians have eradicated the others!
Huh?
You saved Ryujin Ward in that amazing victory over the others.
What? Well...
What is this? A victory interview?
It is. How do you feel?
What?
We should be able to talk here.
What's going on?
I'm Luca Travers. You're Septentrion 6th class Luca Travers? It's embarrassing when you put it that way, but yes, that's correct. Are you all cadets? Please open your personal ports so I can confirm your identities. No objections? Thank you. So all 4 of you are OSF cadets. Cadets aren't allowed to fight others.
I'm sorry.
Isn't OSF responsible for allowing others to enter the local airspace and putting civilians in danger?
Kasane! You shouldn't say something like that.
Those are some harsh words. But you're right, Cadet Kasane Randall. I'm sure you all have something to say. But first report to OSF headquarters. Keep away from the press. Got it?
Understood. What's that?
Oh, casualties from the battle. 2 OSF troopers on guard duty were killed. I think it's censored, but it's best not to look too close. Huh? Why?
Because others eat human brains.
Yes. Looking at headless bodies can have negative lasting effects on your mental health. Oh, I just imagined it. They should teleport or report them out. It's too far to the morgue and powers aren't omnipotent. We have time, so let's talk a little. I'm sure you know, but one person can only use one type of power. But each kind of power has peculiarities and aptitude. Just as there are types of powers, each person has strengths and weaknesses. To use them in combat, we must rely on devices to lessen the stress on the brain. That's why things that can be accomplished without powers, or things with low priority, are done manually. Right, sorry. Now then, I'll be going.
That'd be us if we didn't get the others first.
I wouldn't let that happen. We're all 567th class, right? We'll stick together and become great fighters.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll protect you, sis. Let's go.
Oh, goodbye, Yuito. Nagi. What's wrong? Why didn't we go with them to headquarters?
Because we can't. Those 2 are nothing but trouble. We should stay away from them.
But...
Are you interested in that Yuito guy?
Well, I did think he was cute when I saw him at Sumeragi Tomb.
I see. Then I'll check him out. Stay away from him until then.
Check him? He's a Sumeragi.
Sumeragi?
You know, the chairman of the council?
Oh, so he's the chairman's son. That will make him easy to check out.
Kasane...
You don't pay enough attention to things, so let me do this. Let's go back to headquarters for now.
Oh, wait. Your hair clip is crooked.
Huh?
Let me fix this for you. There. That's better.
Thanks.
No, thank you for putting it on. I know you don't really like things like this.
I like anything you make for me. This shows that we're sisters, right?
That's so cute.
Yeah. It's just for the two of us. You better take good care of it.
That is so cute. And yes, Bongo Kitty! You gain brain points when you level up. You can learn various skills by spending brain points on the brain map screen. Oh my goodness. Grr. Oh, it's another guy. Is there anything new? Oh, I got a hit. So, oh my god, English. Alright, so we go back. Oh, they reply quick. Okay. That's right. Okay. Nope. Gotta take the stairs. Boom.
Hey, there are those cadets! You must be cadets Naomi and Kasane Randall. That was an amazing fight against those others!
Huh?
Just ignore them. Let's go.
You're still just cadets, weren't you afraid?
Your father is the CEO of Randall Industries. Was it his idea for you to become cadets?
Talk about femme fatales right here. You're that Kasane Randall.
So what if I am?
Kasane, don't be so cross.
Come on, Shiden. That's not how you make friends.
Captain Seto? I wasn't...
First things first, I need to take care of this right now. You're cadets Naomi and Kasane Randall, right? I'm Seto Narukami, 2nd Regiment, 8th Platoon.
Septentrion 7th Class Captain Seto Narukami?
Oh, you've heard of me. Yeah, that's what they call me. Chief Sumeragi has asked to see both of you. Hurry to his office immediately.
Chief Sumeragi? Is he related to Yuito Sumeragi?
He's Yuito's older brother.
Oh, right. You fought alongside Yuito Sumeragi. I'm sure you'll quickly come to realize that the Chief is stricter than his little brother. He's probably gonna chew you out for fighting without orders while cadets, but getting yelled at's part of your job. You'll be fine. I think you did a good job, though.
That song was awesome. The opening, awesome. Loved it.
Let's welcome our new members for this year. Kasane, Naomi, introduce yourselves.
Kasane Randall. My power is psychokinesis. Pleased to meet you.
Is that all? You seem shyer than I thought. All right, next. Yes, ma'am. I'm Naomi Randall. I'm Kasane's older sister, and my power is precognition. I can only see the immediate future, though. I'll do my best to help everyone out. I don't have much experience, but I'm glad to be here. That was a very good introduction, Naomi. The Randall sisters are our new members. Kasane graduated at the top of her class, and Naomi was 5th. They're both intelligent and very talented. That being said, they're just little ducklings who barely have their footing, so you all need to help them out. Now I'd like to welcome Shiden, who transferred from Kodama Platoon. Please introduce yourself.
Shiden Ritter. My power is electrokinesis. I don't plan on being your friend.
Okay, I don't want to be your friend either.
Looks like you're still in your rebellious phase.
What?
Let's see. Gamma, you know Shiden, right? He's stubborn, so he didn't fit in with Kodama Platoon, but he's a real hard worker. Everyone be nice to him.
Don't make fun of me!
No one's making fun of you. I know you'll be nervous at first, but try to get along with everyone. We're a family here in Kyoka Platoon. Think of me as your mother. You can talk to me about anything. Oh, right. I guess I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Kyoka Eden, and my power is duplication. I'm leader of the 8th Company of the 1st Regiment, and commander of 1st Platoon. Everyone else, introduce yourselves.
Gemma Garrison. My power is sclerokinesis. Nice to meet you.
I guess there are no volunteer soldiers here.
Volunteer soldiers?
People that joined the OSF because they wanted to, not because they were scouted.
They're trash compared to scouts like us.
Shiden, I won't have discrimination like that in my platoon.
It's not discrimination, it's just a distinction.
Take it back.
Sorry.
I guess I'm last? I'm Haruka Frazier. My power is telepathy. Nice to meet all of you.
Good. Now that everyone's been introduced, it's time for your on-the-job training. We'll be operating in teams of 2. Kasane and Shiden, Gamma and Naomi, connect your SAS. I'll support everyone as commander. We'll rendezvous at Mizuhagawa in 1 hour. Dismissed.
Hey, Kasane. I'm team leader. Got that?
I'm worried.
What? You don't think I have what it takes?
Huh? What are you yelling about?
What? You...
Sorry, but I'm going to get myself on a different team.
Where does a new scout like you get the gall to make fun of me?
Are you an idiot?
Kasane! We're all in the same platoon, so we have to get along. Sorry about that, Shiden.
Why are you
Bongo
apologizing?
Cat. Bongo Cat.
I'm just worried about being separated from you. I'll go ahead and talk to the Major.
Kasane, despite my looks, I'm the commander here. I'm much stronger than you, so don't worry. Also, from what I saw of her results, Naomi is a great fighter. You should believe in her.
Understood, Major.
Good. Remember to be nice to Shiden. Let's go, Naomi. Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's connect our SAS. I'm the leader.
What?
You have a hearing problem?
No!
Good. Let's go, and don't fall behind. We're going to Mizuhagawa.
You little...
Kasane, hold up a second.
You're Haruka, right?
Yeah, nice to meet you. I have a message for you concerning bias. Seems like I missed you in the original communication. Sorry.
Bias?
It's the name of a brain assistance system that amplifies and helps maximize your power. It's being developed by the OSF. Every year they choose subjects to gather combat data on the system. You've been chosen as one of them. It's still in development, so it's unstable and they're not sure of the side effects.
So they want me to be a guinea pig. What am I supposed to do?
I'm glad you catch on quick. Well, it's in order, so you can't refuse anyways.
But it's nice.
Try starting it up. I think it finished installing along with other systems.
Is this it? Nothing really changed.
The system is working in your brain, using your power to make visions visible. Powers are just the ability to visualize in the end. They get stronger the more you focus on them. SAS connection should be smoother as well. Unfortunately, the pain never gets any better.
I got the gist of it. I just need to keep it activated at all times.
Also, this is just a rumor, but I thought you should know. Some say bias can cause people to lose their minds or become emotionally unstable. So take it easy. Tell me right away if you notice anything strange.
Sure, I'll tell you if I do.
Sorry to take your time. Don't be late for your mission. See ya.
An experiment. I wonder if it'll work. Well, worrying about it won't change anything. The rendezvous was at Mizuhagawa. I'll head out when I'm ready.
Nice, the map has been added. Ah, okay. I will keep that in mind, even though I can't remember if I've played Dark Souls, but maybe I should. If I ever do play Dark Souls, fair warning, I will have no idea what I'm doing. You can open the world map with up on the D-pad and travel to another location. You can't travel during battle, and locations may be limited depending on the story progression. Alright. Close current tutorial? Yes, indeedy. A brain thing. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, it's up top. Oh, I don't get to reply. Okay, how about this one? Nope, no reply. Alright. Oh, there we go. Construction site. Oh, it was already highlighted. How are y'all doing so far? Guys chilling? Relaxing? Feel free to ask me things if you like. I'll answer almost anything. All the chillin', that's right.
everyone's here. Major Eden, may I ask a question?
Oh, Naomi. We call each other by our first names in the OSF. Don't be so formal. No one looks their age here. And our ranks? They're just words on paper.
The OSF only recognizes strength.
I don't like to say we judge on strength alone, but that's mostly how it is. So, what was your question?
Right. Haruka isn't here yet. I wonder if something happened.
Haruka is our platoon's operator. She directs us from the back with telepathy.
Can you hear me? I'm able to communicate telepathically within a 500-kilometer radius without the system's assistance. It's draining, though, so I need you to join the group. Naomi, Kasane, open your personal ports.
The team leaders are Naomi and... Oh, Kasane? That's awfully nice of you, Shiden, letting the new scout be leader.
No,
I thought it would be best this way, so I volunteered.
Huh?
Well, well. It's big of you to go along with that, Shiden. Okay, let's get this mission on the road. Follow Haruka's navigation to the specified goal. Take out any and all others you see along the way. If you decide not to fight, I authorize you to retreat. That's all.
Copy that.
Okay, be careful.
Don't provoke Shiden too much.
Another brain message. No reply.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
We can use Brain Talk to communicate whenever we want, even when we're split up. Let me know if anything happens.
Gotcha. Oh no! Woo! I didn't mean to go that way.
The new urban development ward? What a boring assignment.
It doesn't matter if a mission is boring or not.
You're such an idiot. No real others come out here. It's the perfect place to train cadets. When your power gets as strong as mine...
What are those drones?
Oh man, they found us even though we were jamming them. Major Kyoka, crows. What? I didn't know we had any crow bait with us. Crows? Do you mean the press?
They're probably after little Miss Randall. She's a hero that saves civilians.
No, Kodama platoon is in the restricted area farther in. They're probably here for Arashi.
Poor Arashi, always surrounded by crows.
Finally got out of Kodama platoon, but I still end up fighting along with them.
Listen up, everyone. I know the crows will be in your way, but try not to get distracted. Don't those crows realize that we jam them because we don't want them around? There's nothing we can do. The press uses their right to broadcast OSF activity to do whatever they want.
It's depressing, but it's the price we pay for being famous.
Yeah, he could be a bit smug. I think he has a tiny bit of a temper, but maybe he's just smug. Look at these monsters. Oh, what the?
It's done.
Oh! It's done, she says. SAS is a brain-to-brain connection with virtual cable that allows you to temporarily use allies' powers. SAS menu is displayed in the lower right of the screen during battle. Pressing R1 plus circle, X, triangle, or square will activate the SAS entered into each slot. Page 2. Each power's effect lasts for a limited time. When the gauge reaches 0, the effect will stop. You can stop the effect yourself with either R1 plus R3, or R1 plus circle, X, triangle, or square. Each power recovers at a different rate, but once it does, you can use it again. Woo! Guess we'll find out as we work through it. Indeed. Oh, okay. Kasane Electrokinesis. By borrowing electrokinesis, the attacks in psychokinesis objects will have electricity. It can inflict shock status when repeatedly used. It is effective against enemies with soak status. Additionally, weapon combos create sparks, making it easier to damage airborne enemies. Additional effects will be added as you strengthen your bond with Shiden. Ooh, sounds interesting.
I confirmed a water attack. Are you okay? Being wet makes it hard to move.
Did I not get it?
I'm allowing you to connect to me through SAS. Do your best with it, if you can.
I'll do this, Shiden.
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
Take the initiative, and you win.
The extinction belt is thick over Mizuhagawa.
Yeah, it is. The extinction belt's flow changed during construction, and now a lot of others appear there. There aren't many powerful others, but everyone should still be careful.
So far, so good. Yep, this way.
Are you nervous, Naomi? Your breathing is getting a little shallow.
Oh, yes, a little. But I'm okay. Just take deep breaths. You're worried about Kasane, aren't you?
She was worried about you, too. You must be close.
Would it be that way? Or... No, that's going farther, this is going closer. Oh, there's a guy. Hold on L2 to consume the PK gauge and attack with special objects after hitting the enemy. Input the follow-up command shown on screen to control the special object for additional attacks. Follow-up command changes based on the type of special object. Nice!
This is good. Next.
Stun the enemy that soaked in water with electrokinesis.
I see. So that's how you use your psychokinesis to fight. Seems like a reasonably useful power.
Enough electricity damage will inflict the shock status. Affected characters are knocked down and temporarily immobilized. Okie dokie. L2, there it is. No way. There's R2, there's an L2.
It got me.
Oh, okay. I just...
Damn.
This is pretty good.
Next.
actually really cool. Very cool. Oh! I hit it in the butt. Oh no!
No way!
No! Hey, what's that over? Oh.
Damn!
Damn you! I can still fight!
Take out nearby enemies.
It's over already?
Now holding more low. I would say so. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, nice, I can see it.
Mizuhagawa is at a midpoint between Suo and Seiron, and was under development for a residential area. Construction was cancelled, but there's still heavy machinery all over. The bridge that runs over the river is still used as a trade route, too.
Next. It's done.
It dropped something rare.
Ooh, what's that? Should we go up the stairs now, I think?
You came from Kodama Platoon, right, Shiden? Did you have a big problem with her?
She acts like everything's fine, but I have no idea what she's really thinking. Also, she was hard on me for some reason.
Is there anything else over here besides that? Oh, there's another guy. Does he have anything? Light jelly, power enhance. How much is? Ew. So we're good for now.
Damn. Next.
What's the next spot? The next spot... That looks interesting, but there's some... Maybe? No. This way. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way.
Kasane team, what's your situation? Are you getting along with Shiden? Shiden. Yes.
Did you just forget I was even here?
Wow! Team Kasane is first to the goal.
Team Shiden would have been first too.
Shh. Something's here.
Good one. You picked up on the other before I did. Wait a minute. This one's a major other. Major? Gemma? A major other has appeared at the objective. Major others are others that killed OSF members in the past. Yes.
Here it comes. I'll intercept.
We'll be there in a few minutes. Just hold on. Contact with a major other. Don't overdo it, Kasane. Shiden, follow her lead.
Now we're talking. Hope you're ready to see how strong I am.
Quit barking, then. It's time to show me some bite.
This is the other that killed an OSF soldier. It's too dangerous to rush in blind.
Use your head. For example, there's material hanging from the ceiling. You could use that. Hey, if it's water in the tank on this other's back, we might be able to use it.
Come here.
Did we do it?
This thing is tough.
No more.
What the hell do you think you're doing? I can protect myself, thank you very much.
Victory! The Scarlet Guardians have won! The hero of this fight is, of course, Second Lieutenant Kasane Randall, who took down a major other on her first assignment. Congratulations, Lieutenant Randall. Let's hear what she has to say. How do you feel? You must be tired. Your first victory on your first deployment. Isn't that satisfying?
Shiden gave all the orders. Ask him about it.
What?
So sorry I'm late. That was a good fight. Oh dear. Poor Shiden.
This is Arashi. Sorry, looks like you caught the crow's attention.
Arashi! You're right. They got Shiden.
We'll take them.
That's not like you.
Kodama gets depressed if there are no crows around.
Hi!
Captain Arashi Spring!
We're about to do a full sweep for others. Looking forward to seeing all you reporters there.
Oh, they're finally gone. Let's go back to Suo, everyone.
Copy that.
Kasane, Shiden, well done. Kasane, I'm just glad you're okay.
No wonder you graduated at the top of your class.
Oh, that's right. Up on the D-pad. Gotta get used to that now. Main Street! Easy Street. Anyone here like Disney movies? I love Disney movies.
Is that Yuito?
Looks like he's in Seto platoon.
Damn. Why did he get in Seto platoon?
Good work today, everyone. We had some trouble, but nobody got hurt. So it was a good day. Your assignment for today is over. Your next orders will be sent directly from the higher-ups. You can't deny a deployment order. So go to the designated place and time and carry them out. Suppression missions and training can be taken on as you please. You should think about participating if you have the free time. Oh, Seto.
The pampered Sumeragi kid.
What's with the attitude? Wait, Naomi?
Oh, Nagi and Yuito.
Naomi and Kasane, hi. Good job today.
Kyoka, are you training rookies too?
Yes, we got a bunch of cuties again this year, so I have to do my best.
My guys are doing well. Hey, Kasane, was it? How was training?
I think I did as well as I could.
Good.
Kasane? Wait.
What is it, Naomi?
Are you alright?
Huh? Oh, I'm fine.
I just saw you on Himuka TV. You looked way too composed to be a rookie. I was very impressed.
Thank you.
Kyoka Platoon. Everyone except team leaders is dismissed. Team leaders, come with me to headquarters.
Same for us. Team leaders to headquarters.
Kasane?
What?
Have we met somewhere before?
We fought an other together. Did you forget?
Oh, no. Not that. So, you have a sister?
You mean Naomi? Did you get hit in the head? You're weird. But your power was pretty good. Good luck.
Oh, thanks.
Are you done talking to them?
Major, what do you think of him?
Him? You mean Yuito? I didn't actually hear the full details, but rumor has it that Major General Karin has his eye on him.
I see. That doesn't tell me if he's good enough for Naomi or not.
Well, let's go back to headquarters. We have to let Haruka know we're returning.
I'll go with you, Kasane.
I'm leaving now.
Are you curious about Yuito? No, I just wonder if he's right for Naomi. Kasane! La, it's nothing, Major Kyoka.
So it seems like Naomi might be into Yuito. And yes, Diver, teenagers. Oh, we're going... There we go. That's the right way, hopefully.
Maybe we should go back to headquarters.
I missed my turn. So why this way of all ways? Wait, what? Did I miss my turn again? This is odd. Alright, hold on. I will get it. A bit, yeah. Is this the way? It should be. It's gotta be. Passing the shrine.
Oh, Kodama. I thought you were in Mizuhagawa.
I Are you taking care of the rookies, Kyoka?
Good work, Kyoka. You're an excellent mentor, so I'm sure the rookies will feel comfortable with you.
It's an honor to hear that from you, Major General Fubuki.
You must be Kasane and Naomi. I'm sorry the crows showed up on your first mission.
Why are you apologizing, Major General Fubuki?
Those crows were actually out there for Arashi, so I guess you could say I feel responsible.
I see.
I saw your grades from the academy. You both have great powers. I'm sure you'll hear a lot from outsiders, but do your best and don't let that distract you. I'm counting on you.
That was good, you two.
That was great, Kasane.
Good for us?
Major General Fubuki is Septentrion second class. It's so cool that he said he was counting on us.
If you say so. Since he acknowledged you, I guess Major General Fubuki is a good man.
Welcome back. I saw the Major through the window, so I thought I'd come meet you.
The mission is complete now that we've notified Haruka.
You're free to do as you please now. You can train or go on a suppression mission, whatever you want.
Of course, resting is part of your job too, but just sitting around will dampen your skills, so don't get too comfortable. I'll head out.
I'll go too, Major.
Me too.
All right, if that's what you want. Kasane, you come with me. Naomi, you help Haruka support us.
I want to go too.
No, you can't.
Did someone from my family talk to you?
No. You're still tired from training today. I just think you need some rest. Kasane is still good to go. You understand, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's head to Kikuchiba.
Kikuchiba. Alright. Oh, let's talk to them.
Take care of yourself, Kasane. Don't work too hard. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. You just focus on support.
Let's do this! I don't remember if there's difficulty increase. For a game like this, probably not. I can check. I cannot reply to that one. That is okay. Oh, the photo mode.
I just got the location the distress signal was sent from. Kagero should be there. Understood. Let's hurry, Kasane. Understood. I've got a nearby resource reading.
That's nothing. Go that way. Not this way. So this way.
There's something over there.
Over where? Ah, is this it?
Next.
They dropped something rare.
Another tutorial. Attack that destroys the enemy's weak point and defeats it in one hit. Chip down the enemy's crush gauge located below his health gauge, and an icon will appear. When it does, press L2 to execute a brain crush. Crush gauge can be reduced greatly with rush follow-up attacks and psychokinesis follow-up attacks. However, quick action is required as the enemy recovers over time. Additionally, disabled enemies with depleted crush gauges can only be defeated with brain crush. Defeating enemies with brain crush attacks will always make them drop items. Interesting.
Now. That went well. We should be able to take them out efficiently if we keep it up.
Here! Get crushed! Next.
There's another? Oh, okay. We are good. Think up this way? Oh. Item. That was really cool. No, it's definitely gotta be up here. Okay.
Still fight! Next.
By borrowing the duplication power, you can duplicate objects to use for psychokinesis. While active, enemy shells are easier to break, and it allows you to attack with multiple objects. Extremely effective when you want to finish off multiple enemies at the same time. Additional effects will be added as you strengthen your bond with Kyoka.
Kasane, you have to use my duplication. If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you.
Let's do this! Now die! Ah! It's done.
Be careful.
Got it!
Right. Weak points protected by shells. Some others have a hard shell that protects their weak points. If you come across an other like this, you'll have to break a shell to reveal its weak spot in order to defeat it. Attacking their weak spots will greatly reduce their crush gauge.
Use this well.
Hey, I got kicked.
The enemy shell is broken. Kasane, now's the time to attack.
Nice. I wonder. Weird. Could it be this way? No. Interesting. Wait, there it is. Hey, sometimes you never know.
Major, you didn't bring Naomi because the Randalls asked you not to. It was a logical decision given her physical strength. I decided it was dangerous for Naomi to be sent out on consecutive missions. Logical. She can't say it as commander, but it's obvious she was pressured.
Just want to do a save. Saves all the other two. Am I gonna... There we go. Wonder, does he have stuff here? No, because sometimes there will be different items at different spots. At least with some of the games I've played.
I feel reborn.
Oh,
this is pretty good.
It's done. It's over.
I love that. That's so cool.
Useless. Checkmate.
Is there any... Is there anything down here before we continue? Unless this is... No, I think that's the way we came. Bum ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Hey! Cutscene time!
Come out wherever you are.
No.
You're a nasty one.
Kokoro, we're here to help.
Major Kyoka, you're a lifesaver. This is getting out of control.
Here we go, Kasane.
Understood.
By borrowing the invisibility power and vanishing, you will go undetected by enemies. You can sneak to the enemy's weak point and attack. Attacks square, X, and square. Special attacks triangle and 2K attacks R2. When the enemy does not detect, you are always critical hit. That apply massive physical and crush damage. I don't know why, but for some reason that just did not make sense to me at the end. You can execute a powerful backstab attack that deals enormous crush damage by holding triangle, while invisible and releasing it once it's charged. Additional effects will be added as you strengthen your bond with Kagero.
You got this, Kasane.
It hit underground.
Oh,
let's go invisible and assess the situation.
I feel safe now that you two showed up. I'm beat. Mind if I take a little rest?
You'll die if you keep messing around. Take care of yourself.
That's gonna leave
A major other. Kasane and I will take it on. Kagero, watch our backs.
I love it when you take charge. Oh well, I guess I can go a little longer.
Indeed.
Go, Kasane!
Woo!
Thanks, you two. I guess you could say you're
Sorry
my
about that.
guardian angels.
What are you doing here?
Well, I thought I saw an other I was looking for around here. I came alone to check, and then this happened. How embarrassing. Anyway, we have to look for my commander. Apparently, he lured away this crazy other when he came to help me.
Captain Seto. Is he here too?
He is. I'm sorry, but can you do one more favor for me? I can't leave my commander behind.
Yes, let's go after him. He's a Septentrion, so he can't be killed that easily. But better to be safe.
got a nearby resource reading.
Oh my gosh. I have my mic muted.
Kikuchiba is a city that was attacked by others 5 years ago and was abandoned. The vision in the sky is caused by damaged projectors.
That's a Septentrion for you.
Kyoka! And is that Kagero and Kasane? It's not safe around here. It looks like the others' numbers are growing around Togetsu. Kasane! Huh?
Ooh, he's kind of cute.
You're so cool, Captain. I think I might be falling for you. Oh, what a man.
Knock it
Those
off.
are not my
Your
thoughts,
praise never
okay?
sounds genuine.
Are you hurt, Kasane?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Good. I'm glad.
Oh, that's not good. Your back is bleeding, Seto.
It's just a scratch.
You got that defending me. I'm sorry.
No, this is my fault. Don't worry about it.
Let me see. This is bad, Captain. We need to treat this.
This place isn't safe. Luca could move us if he were here.
There's an emergency shelter near here that the Randall family used to use when they traveled to Togetsu.
The timing was too perfect.
It will be safe there. I'll send you the coordinates.
Oh, that's good. Captain? Major Kyoka? Let's go.
Ooh, his eyes are nice.
Sorry.
I'll show you the way.
Ooh. It's a nice kitchen. Ooh. Hideout. Site for rest and relaxation. Dang, this is nice.
So this is the Randall Shelter Unit. Rich people even have comfy shelters.
This is a nice place. We could get a lot of work done if we used it as a hideout.
A hideout? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard yet. Each team has a safe house outside of headquarters that we call hideouts.
We use them as relay points if someone is hurt far from headquarters, and when we need to resupply or rest during missions. They're basically secret bases. Hey, could we use this place as Kyoka Platoon's hideout?
You say some crazy things sometimes, Major Kyoka. This safe house is civilian-owned?
I don't mind. The Randalls have more safe houses than they know what to do with. I found the first aid kit. Captain Seto, I'll patch you up. Please show me your back.
The wound was pretty deep. I'm glad we found a first aid station.
Sorry to bother you with it.
You haven't treated many wounds, have you?
Did I do something wrong?
No, you just looked a little unsteady. Your hands were shaking. You're not just the cold hard warrior I thought you were.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this, Captain Seto. I've never really done this before. I'm usually the one that gets hurt. My sister is much better at this than I am.
Oh my, so little Miss Randall is a tomboy.
Actually, I'm adopted, so I don't count as a member of the Randall family.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Well, all families have their problems. I'm an immigrant from Togetsu and joined the OSF as an adult. It's, complicated.
As an adult?
Someone scouted to the OSF much later in life. The elites treat us just as badly as the volunteer soldiers.
Come on now. I don't treat you that badly, Kagero.
That's why I love you, Captain.
There you go again. Anyway, thanks for fixing me up, Kasane.
You're welcome.
Since we're here, we should probably get some rest. Seto shouldn't be moving until the bleeding has stopped.
All right, time to get some shut-eye.
Weren't you saying you were looking for another? Did you find it?
What do you mean, did you find it? How could I? I was attacked by 2 major others.
Oh, I see. Well, if you're going to act like that, then how about you do something for me?
What? What do you want?
You know the fountain pen I got as a gift from Major General Karin when I was made a Septentrion? I think I dropped it somewhere in Kikuchiba.
You mean that really expensive-looking, platinum-decorated fountain pen?
That's the one. Think you can help me buy a new one with your savings?
Captain, I don't have that kind of money.
I'm kidding. I shouldn't have been walking around with something so important, but it bothers me not having it. What a mess. What's wrong, Kasane?
Oh, nothing. This was the first time someone got hurt because of me.
I said don't worry about it. Okay, I'm gonna get some rest.
It's Naomi Randall. I'm coming in.
Thank you for coming all this way.
Sorry you had to go shopping just because I got hurt.
Don't worry about it. This unit hasn't been used in a long time, so it's out of a lot of things. I apologize for the inconvenience.
There's nothing for you to apologize about.
That's right. We're the ones who just barged in here.
Thanks, sis.
Don't mention it. I'm so happy you trusted me with this.
Aren't you being too easy on your little sister?
Maybe, but she's so cute I could just eat her up.
Naomi...
Must be nice.
Oh, Shiden, you don't have to look so sad.
Sounds jealous.
I think you're cute too.
Aww.
What makes you think I was sad?
I'm glad you're getting along with your new platoon so well, Shiden. Hey, I know you requested to transfer to my team. I'm sorry we couldn't take you.
Captain Seto.
A transfer request. If you can do that, maybe Naomi and I can transfer together. And then what? I guess things are fine the way they are.
Ooh. Do we finish phase 1? Hideout has been added to the world map. Nice. You can return to the hideout whenever you want. Returning to the hideout will recover UHP. You will not be able to return if location movement is limited. You can talk to your teammates in the hideout and give them gifts to strengthen your bonds. The interval in between the main story is called the standby phase. Standby phases always start at the hideout and you are free to move. If you want to progress the main story, check out the table in the center of the hideout's living room. All of that sounds nice! Nice. Oh, more. Excuse me. You can choose battle members besides the main character and reserve members from party in the main menu. You can set members' powers in the SAS menu. If you use battle members' power through SAS, there will be a bonus added to the duration and SAS gauge recovery speed. Nice!
Don't get a big head just because you beat a major other.
I'm not.
I would have gone to help Captain Seto. Why Kasane? Damn it!
Captain Seto?
What is it, Kasane?
It's, sorry, it's nothing. I don't know what to talk about. This has never happened before.
You really are capable, Kasane. I think you have abilities beyond a rookie. But exterminating others is always dangerous. Don't overestimate your own skills.
Understood. So, was there something wrong with my tactics?
No, that's not it. Sorry, just keep it in mind.
I bet we could find some aged wine if we looked. Let's grab one before heading back to Suo. Oh, I'm just kidding. Kasane, why don't you try talking with Seto more? Just think about it. It's the perfect opportunity. She's so sweet. Who's next? Suck to this guy. I have to applaud you for providing a place of rest for Seto. However, it's not your private stuff, so don't let it go to your head. Okay. Mr. Attitude, watch TV. Oh. I'm gonna... Don't let your guard down during a dispatch, Kasane. I don't know how much that means coming from someone who got injured, though. And then... Good work out there. It's very impressive that you'd be able to come out unscathed after a battle with a major other as a mere rookie. Bond episode. Ooh, let's check it out.
Major, there's a matter I wish to...
Oh, Kasane, we're not on a mission. You don't need to call me Major.
Are you sure?
Yes. Let's forget about our ranks when we're in private. Just speak freely.
Okay, in that case... Kyoka, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Sure. Ask me anything. Are you feeling sick? Or is there some problem you're struggling with?
No. I was just wondering if you could give me some advice on combat, like you did when I was a cadet.
You're quite formidable as it is. I don't think there's anything you need to change about your fighting style. Oh, there is another important element when it comes to combat other than powers or strategies. It's luck.
Luck?
Yes. I think it's important to maintain good luck to avoid unforeseen accidents. I know. Let me give you something. It's a protective charm I got recently that's really special. It'll protect you from danger.
I don't really want it, but it'd be rude to refuse. I'll just take it for now and put it away somewhere.
You have to keep it on you all the time, during battles and even your everyday life. It won't be effective otherwise. I'm so glad I was able to give you that charm. Now I won't have to worry when I can't be there with you.
Kyoka, I have a favor to ask you. Could you not be so nice to me?
What? What do you mean by that?
You've always taken care of me as my superior officer since my days at the Academy. But we're both in the OSF together now. I want you to look at me like an equal, instead of someone in constant need of taking care of.
I guess I have been a little too overprotective.
And I don't think I can accept this protection charm. It'll get in the way during battle.
What? I see. My charm is a nuisance. I see.
I didn't think she'd get this upset.
Was it too much?
How come you always look after everyone in the platoon?
I didn't have a family when I was growing up. That's why I consider my OSF platoon my family. But as long as you keep fighting in the OSF, you can't avoid goodbyes. It hurt me every time I've lost a friend in battle. I was so concerned about never wanting to go through the pain again. I've become overly sensitive about losing my friends. I'm sorry for pushing my selfish feelings on you. I'm sure you don't need that extra burden.
I guess to her, everyone in the platoon is like what Naomi is to me. Family. I guess I understand how you feel now. That doesn't bother me at all. Look after us all you want if that's what makes you happy. Do what you need to do.
Thank you. Hearing you say that makes me so happy. You've grown so much.
This still seems like overkill, but there's no real harm in taking it.
I know. Would you take this protection charm too? I hear that having 2 will double the benefits.
I think 1 is enough.
Obtained Kyoka's charm.
Kasane, are you having trouble with anything?
Not particularly.
Oh, that's good then. You always were a good student. Just tell me if anything comes up. Don't work too hard.
Reached bond level 2 with Kyoka. Yay! Oh, what? Okay. So as they level, the thing... Okay. I get it. Talk to your ally in the hideout and select Bond episode, or reply to a brain message from your ally. Okay. My eyes irritated. It's allergy season.
You can talk to me about anything. We're family, so there's no need.
It's a good thing it pauses. Entering.
Need to hold back. Okay, I'll come talk to you when I need to.
Alright, does she have any more? Oh, he moved over there. Does he say the same thing? Yep. Watch TV. A major other that appeared in Mizuhagawa recently has once again been quickly dispatched by the OSF. Most notable were the efforts of First Lieutenant Shiden Ritter and the new recruit Second Lieutenant Kasane Randall under his command. The second lieutenant made quite a name for herself despite this being her very first battle. She's a rookie with a promising future. Indeed. Alright, to the table. Investigate.
A message from Yuito? I should probably check it.
Replying to this message. Oh, we have another Bond episode.
Yuito wants to see me? Perfect. I'll need to see for myself if he's worthy of my sister. I also might be able to find Captain Seto's fountain pen in Kikuchiba.
What are things you guys would like for channel points? I've been stuck thinking about it all day. And I only managed to come up with a little bit. So if you have any ideas, post them in the Discord or you can post them here.
Hey, you came. Thank you. Now, about my message.
I'm glad you get straight to the point. I was getting tired of people who force small talk.
Thanks.
Sorry. Let me just say something first.
Hmm? What is it?
Is there anyone you like?
What?
What's your type? What are your plans for your future? Are you interested in taking over Randall Industries?
Wait, hold on. Why are you asking me that?
He'll take advantage of Naomi if he figures out how she feels. Who wouldn't be thrilled to be liked by her? I'm running a background check.
Is that the reason? Is that why you agreed to see me?
Not just that. Captain Seto seems to have dropped his fountain pen around here somewhere. I wanted to talk to you anyway, so I thought I'd ask you what you knew about it.
His fountain pen? Well, now that you mention it, I guess Captain Seto did have a nice one. How come you're looking for it?
Why? I wonder. So even you like to ask too many questions.
Huh?
Don't look at me like that. We can talk while we look for the pen.
No, we don't need to go. We just go this way. And that way. Oh! Huh. Darn it! L2, R2.
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
I can still fight!
Use it!
Got me.
Settle down! Got it!
Next.
There's nowhere to run.
So that's how that goes. Nice. That was really cool. Very cool, very cool.
It's done.
Now, Kasane!
I'll do it!
Great job. That was a good move.
Got it!
It's over.
I've got a nearby resource reading.
Another resource reading? Is it up there? Yep, seems like it. Oh.
I don't see any fountain pen. Let's go look further in.
All right. It seems like you're taking this more seriously than I am, even though I'm the one that asked for help. You're generous.
I'll do it!
Checkmate.
I'd prefer being called a good person than a generous one. Actually, that feels a little sad.
Up we go! Yeah, I would say the only thing I don't really like is how sometimes the movement is kind of all over the place. Did I get it? I think I got it. No, I don't need that.
I found something.
Alright, so go back up this way. Casey didn't.
I guess you're not as useless in battle as I thought. That was unexpected. I think he might be able to protect Naomi.
Hey, I have something I want to ask you, too. Is that alright?
What?
When I was little, I was attacked by another and almost died. But then someone from the OSF saved me, and she looked just like you. So, I was wondering if you knew anything about it.
We're about the same age. When you were a child, I would have been one too.
No, I mean, maybe you have a much older sister.
Shh, quiet. An enemy. Get ready to fight.
Okay.
Damn.
You won't get away!
It's over.
Oh boy, there's quite a bit of them.
Let's keep this up.
Is there a big one?
Looks like we won. Huh? Isn't that Captain Seto's fountain pen behind you?
This is it? Thanks. You were a big help. Anyway, back to what you were saying.
About the OSF person who saved me?
Did you check the OSF registry?
Of course, but I didn't find her. I thought maybe she was discharged. Oh, right. The person who saved me had the exact same hair clip as that one. Can you tell me where you bought yours?
That's not possible. My sister made this for me.
What? Really?
How is someone he met as a child wearing an accessory my sister made? Is his present mixing with his childhood memories? Your power is psychokinesis too. Do you think you might be having realistic dreams?
Dreams? I can't really say for sure. I was a kid at the time, and my memory is a bit hazy.
I've always had strange dreams. Oddly realistic dreams. A woman mutters something about red strings, and then red threads encircle me like a cocoon. I thought my dreams were real when I was a child. It was confusing. I thought that since you also have psychokinesis, maybe you had realistic dreams too.
No, I'm sure it wasn't a dream. It has to be real. That person gave me this ear cuff.
That's not possible. There must be a misunderstanding. Maybe he suffers from delusions. I see. Then I don't think I can help you any further.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was a weird thing to bring up.
It's fine.
Well, we found the fountain pen, so I guess I'll head back.
Right. Thank you. That was a good background check. He's not ready to take care of my sister yet. More importantly, I need to give back Captain Seto's fountain pen. Alright, goodbye. Excuse me, Captain Seto. I came across this, and I believe it's yours.
Yes, it is. Where'd you find this?
I was just in Kikuchiba and happened to find it there. It was just luck.
Ah, I see. Well, thank you very much. This is very important to me. I'm glad to have it back.
Yes. Well, I'm pretty tired, so I'm going to go rest. I'll be going now.
That's a good idea. Rest well.
It's a lot of items that appeared on the side. I wonder. Oh, that's the wrong one. I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow got together or are related. Can we zoom in? No. Expand support. Ooh, that sounds useful. These all seem like pretty good skills. Yeah, I want money. What else we got? Can perform an additional jump. Ooh, okay. Use circle to recover. Ooh, yes. How does he do that again? Oh, that's okay. That's pretty cool too. Yes. I love when you can automatically pick up items sometimes. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we'll do that. What about enhance? What do we got for you? Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna try. I'll be surprised if we could. Kinda wanna look for the stuff that matter more. What's this? This one. Let's open it up and see what happens. Alright, support. might be able to. Eeh.
I can't believe it!
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you today? I hope your week has been well, as well as your day. And also, depending on what time it is for you, good morning, good day, good evening. Let's see how far we can get with this. Bongo kitties! Yes, bongo kitties. I'm gonna get an emote made of my model that's in the works in the bongo. Eee. Are we actually gonna be able to do this? I think so. Ooh, this is good. I wonder if it'll expand, or if this is just it. But then again, if it would have expanded, it would have expanded by now, but... I don't know. I gotta start from this one. Yes, indeed. Because I want you guys to have as much emotes as possible. Besides, the more emotes, the better. You guys could spam like crazy. And I think that's all of it. Equipment! Alright, we got the new combat. Actually, hold on. We don't need that. So we can do... What's this? Special that ensures your health is never reduced to 0. Fairly inexpensive defense. Yeah, we'll do force field. We'll do a health boost. You know what? Why not the health preserve? Because why not? Visuals. Do I have any? Nope. Attachments. Oh! We have her charm. That's cute. And then it's just all of these. Oh, we got a broken mask. The owlet. That's so cute. Oh, I can't wait to unlock some more. Hold on. Equipment. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, he can only get one. We'll give them health boosts. Ooh. Maybe I should give them XP. But I don't know if it'll... I don't think it would work for them. Maybe it might? Let's see. I want to see if it'll work for them. Hold on. Alright, so far so good. Ooh, oh, that's just my cursor. SAS! Oh, I think I have them already. Okay. We got story. Oh, we're... Alright, so let's put it on normal. And then we'll increase it from normal to hard and then very hard as we progress. Since this is going to be our new series for Friday. Settings have been changed, yes. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, gotta move slowly. Shop. Is there anything here? You are now able to exchange items. New products. Ooh, new products. Cure status ailments. It's already equipped. Ooh. Oh, I'm broke. Bunny ears! I meant to... Alright, so the stuff for cosmetics, they have wide goggles, light shield goggles, bunny ears, and light shield goggles on the head. Ooh. I'm gonna have to get more money. Cause I'm a broke bitch. I am a broke-as bitch. Yo no tengo chavo. I have no money. I am broke. So I can't buy that stuff. Hopefully the skill I put will give us more money. Investigate. Rest on the sofa, end the standby phase and progress. Yes, so we can save it.
I think I'm tired. I should rest.
Is Kasane asleep?
Yeah, she must have been beat. I guess that's to be expected. Everyone's nervous on their first day. So much happened.
You're right. She looks like she has it together, but she can be awkward sometimes. By the way, Seto, you seem to be really concerned about Kasane.
Yeah, sorry. She's your new scout, but I just can't get my mind off her. She reminds me of my first new scout. She was pretty awkward too.
I heard. A major other...
Yeah, and I couldn't protect her. I'm reminded of her every time I look at Kasane. But I might have taken it too far. I'll be more careful. I'll be taking Kagero back to Suo soon. What are you gonna do?
I'll wait with Naomi for Kasane to wake up. Oh, and Seto, can you take Shiden with you too? He looks up to you, so I know he'll be happy if he can go back with you.
Roger.
You're so popular. I'm jealous.
It's an honor to hear that from the prettiest girl in the OSF. All right, see you back in Suo.
Don't take your hands off of the red strings.
That dream again.
Oh, you're awake. Perfect timing. I was just thinking we should go back to Suo.
Where's Captain Seto?
Seto already went back to Suo.
Oh, did he?
Hey, Kasane! I just heard from Nagi. He said Seto Platoon is going to do a joint training exercise with Kyoka Platoon. Do you want to join in?
Now that's a good idea. You should go.
I'll go if you go, Naomi.
If it's a training exercise, it'll be in the facility in OSF headquarters. I'll go with you back to Suo. Bye then. Have fun training.
The
training exercise. Will Yuito be there? I think it's voluntary, so I don't know. I hope we can train together.
Alright guys, I think this will be a good spot to call it until next week. Next week we will continue this game since it's our new series. I had a lot of fun playing it. So thank you, Diver, if you're still here, for recommending it. And also choosing it. Also, here's a reminder, tomorrow is the Community Day stream where I will be playing Super Mario Mario Party Superstars. There we go. Tongue twister, that is. Sometimes.
I'll tend to my weapons later.
Gosh darn you, Kasane. Hush. Trying to do my outro. We'll have to pause. But yes. Tomorrow's our community day. I will be playing Mario Party Superstars. As a reminder, if you have a Switch, charge it tonight. So that way you can join tomorrow if you so choose. Or you can just chill. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel because I upload all of these streams so that way whatever you miss here, you can catch up over there. And if you've watched this far, again, why aren't you following? Follow me. And if you want to learn a little bit about me, you can read the panels. And if you're feeling generous, definitely check out my throne. Like I said, you do not have to, but it's there if you want to. Yes, Diver says follow, follow. Like I said, should you wish to donate to help me get a new PC so that way I could provide even better and more content, feel free. You are not obligated, but it is there. Thank you all so much for watching. You're all amazing. I love you all so much. Your support means the world to me. Stay happy, stay beautiful, and share myself with your friends and family. It helps a lot. I'm Nymphidora, aka Nym or Nymphy, and I am out for the night. Thank you all so much. I love you all. Bye bye.